Hey guys, Tactical Diesel Dad. So today I am stuck doing a parking lot repair. Had the return hose on my heater from the radiator to the firewall burst on me on the way to work. Thankfully I was able to make it in. Let me show you what that looks like. So got a low reservoir, low fluid warning. So this hose going to that firewall, I don't know if you can see it, but just get a better angle. Right back there, there's a bubble where it bursts. And thankfully, I was able to find a part on lunch, borrow a vehicle, go pick it up. So here is the part number is 68213155AD. And what's nice is they have these clamps that are gonna hold the clamp open until you get it on the, get it installed. Same for that side. So whenever you finally get the hose on, you just pull that off. And then thankfully I come prepared. I keep a box of gloves, and then I should only need my trusty Milwaukee pliers here. So my goal here is going to be to fast forward. So, because I know I personally don't like watching videos where it's just a bunch of waste of time. So fast forward this section when I get this off. So there's that clamp back there that at the firewall that I need to press and pull off. So I was able to use my pliers, get that clamp off of the, I don't know what you would call it, the male end of the intake. So now the clamp is just on the hose. So pulling these things off can be a pain in the butt. Thankfully I have razor blades as well. All right, so I use my razor blade to cut the top of the hose. What I didn't want to do is score the actual nipple that comes out, because that can be brittle from, being hot all the time. It is plastic, so I didn't want to score that. So I made sure to only cut the hose. So I'm gonna have to cut a little more, still being a pain in the butt. Okay, so as you can see, I've had to do a lot of prying. The hose burst about right here, but the end of the hose does get super hot. It's almost like it just kind of melted. It was super hard to get off there, so I had to do a lot of pulling, lightly cutting this, and it did finally come off as one piece. So now I just need to take out. There's 2 screws right here. That's gonna be the easy part. Now I am going to use some hand sanitizer to get some of that rubber residue off, and just a napkin just to wipe that off. Now thankfully I carry extra hose clamps. You never know what you're gonna need. I have 2 hose clamps on here because after modifying the vehicle, even with 2 hose clamps, you can see some of that orange residue is still super lightly leaks. I don't really have to add anything, but there's some residue on there. So I'm gonna take this off, and then we'll install the new one. All right, there's the, thankfully that is metal. That's the metal outlet, the metal nipple that the hose attaches to at the firewall. And then you can see here, this thing that is on there. So I'm gonna have to cut that off. I mean, that's just like super hot melted rubber. So this does get pretty hot, so I'm gonna have to cut that off. All right, I was able to score the rubber here, and that just came right off. Thankfully it wasn't as bad as the one on the firewall. So here is the old piece. All right, so I'm making sure that the up portion of this hose is going to be able to attach to this front side. And I did spit on the back side to give it some lubrication so it'll slide on a little bit easier, because you're talking about dry rubber. I got both on. Now I need to get that little yellow tab. It's going to release the clamp. There we go. All right, as you can see, I have this one up as far as I can, and then just pull that off, and then I'll lock that tab into place. All right, now we're gonna add some coolant. Make sure you get the oat coolant. You can see the organic acid technology is what it's called. You're gonna have to use one made for Chrysler. I am doing this one-handed, so try not to spill anything. All right, you're gonna want to start it and let it cycle to make sure there's no air in the radiator fluid. Let this cycle. I'm going to think about adding a clamp, another one behind this one, just so it doesn't slowly leak. We'll see what happens. I'm going to check for leaks. Okay, so this is a perfect example of being prepared, having some basic tools on you. I carry extra radiator fluid, normally 1 gallon. I did pick up two extra gallons today at Walmart, just to be on the safe side. But this just shows that you can do a parking lot repair, get yourself up and running. And I spent $60, a little bit of a military discount on the hose from Dodge, and then the oat fluid is $18 and change per gallon. So all in all, I spent less than $100. Did it myself. If there's any leaks, I'll put a hose clamp on the ends, but we'll see how this new hose works out. And I'm back on the road. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helped you out. If you had to replace one or have to replace one, it is a little bit of a pain in the butt with that hardened that rubber on the ends, but it's doable. Carry a razor blade with you, some basic tools, and you'll be good to go. And thanks for watching, guys. If you like my videos, like and subscribe. It helps me out. Thanks, guys.